Hi and welcome to the first day of the IMeditate 28-day challenge. Today we're going to introduce the meditation we're going to be doing for the week, and I'm also going to talk to you about some ideas and thoughts which I don't want you to consciously do anything about, but allow your unconscious mind to take on board. That's the inner self, the true self that's listening now as I've brought my attention to it. Now, I don't know whether some of this stuff is going to work consciously for you, that you will be aware of those changes, or whether it's going to work at the unconscious level for you, because as this journey of the 28 days goes on, we're going to be subtly working with your inner self to help you let go of those things that are blocking the flow of energy into your life. And in doing so, that allows and frees up space for new things to come in. Take a bookcase, for example. If I don't take some books off, I can't put new books in. And it's the same with ourselves and with our lives. We need to create that space to allow those new things to come in. And there is no better time to do it than working towards Imbolc, which is the 2nd of February, which is on the old Celtic Wheel of the year, the time of new beginnings. So, what are we going to look at today? Well, I want to talk to you a little bit about the conscious and the unconscious mind. Your conscious mind, if you imagine an iceberg, is just the very tip of it. It's aware of those things that it's aware of. It deals with the logic. It's the problem solving. It's there, bang, for you. However, beneath the surface of that is the unconscious mind, and that is endless. It is deep. It is eternal. It is your inner true self. And when it comes to our lives, we sometimes logically and consciously think we know what it is that we need to let go of, those things that we need to release. Yet the truth is that we only have the glimpse of an idea, and our conscious mind is driven by our ego. So it's not always the right things that we're focusing on in our lives. And what I'm hoping is throughout this week that your unconscious mind can begin now to identify those things it will be letting go of, to allow energy to flow into your body and allow energy to flow into your life, to create the preparation for the new beginnings and the beginning of February. So just think of that for a moment. There is a whole you that you're not consciously aware of that knows exactly what you will be letting go of over the next few weeks, that allows that energy to flow through you and flow through your life, clears space to allow good things now to start coming to you and into your life. Part of this journey will be each day a short meditation. It repeats over the week, and then there's a new one the following week. This is designed not just to get your mind working for you, but to encourage the flow of energy, to clear the energy highway, the super highway of energy you have running through your body, to prepare you for the coming year ahead. So let's get into the meditation. Before you listen to this, make sure you're not driving or operating any machinery whilst you do that you've got, say, 10 minutes just to yourself. Let's move forward. Hello and welcome to week 1, and this is the part of each day where we're going to do some meditation. And as this is the first one of the 28-day challenge, I just want to go over a few things that will help you get the most from these meditation sessions. First of all, if you've never meditated before, or you've tried and you think you cannot, then I promise you, you can. I've spent 20 years teaching meditation and teaching it weekly non-stop since the beginning of lockdown. And there are people I know who have come saying, I can't do it, I can't focus, I can't concentrate, I can't do this, can't do that. And within weeks, sometimes days, they're doing the thing they cannot, or they thought they could not. You get what I mean? So I'm going to touch on a few areas of this just to make this easy for you. First of all, don't try. Don't try to meditate. Just follow it. That's it. That's simple. Throughout these, I will ask you to be picturing some stuff, imagining stuff. Do not worry if you are not seeing it like an actual movie in your mind. That really does not matter. Not everyone does that. In fact, about 60-70% of the population do not imagine things that way. But if I ask you to think of a dog, you know what I'm talking about. Well, to know what I'm talking about when I say think of a dog, your mind has to go in, collect the image of the dog and the word dog and put the two together. So part of you has to be visualizing even if you can't visually see it in your mind. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is, if I ask you to meditate, to visualize or to picture something, imagine something, all I'm asking you to do is think about it. Pretend that it's happening, okay? Secondly, a reason people say they can't meditate is, I can't stop my thoughts. Well, this is very good, because the only time you stop your thoughts is when you're dead. And we don't want that. We just want you to be able to do this. So eliminate the thought of stopping thoughts. That's okay. You will have thoughts. Sometimes you'll focus really well, sometimes not so well, and that's okay. The main thing is if your focus drifts, if you lose attention for a moment, the moment you realize that, just bring it back. Go, oh, hang on a minute, I'm meant to be doing this. That's it. Don't give yourself a hard time. Just allow the fact that, oh, my mind drift, and come back to it. Each week, the length of these meditations will increase. I'm going to set you up with the practice each week. It'll be the same thing for 7 days. And you repeat that, and in the following week, we build on that. And that, I think, is all I need to start off with. So let's get going with today's meditation. So for today's meditation, there'll be background music. And as I said in the introduction, just follow the instructions to the best of your ability to get the most from this. And today's practice is very, very simple. We're going to spend 5 minutes just sat comfortably. Best if you can sit. You don't want to be, if you're sitting, don't be stooped over like this. Restrict your breathing. You want to be able to breathe clearly. So sitting comfortably, supported upright. If you have to lie down, that's fine also. And all we're going to do for this week, very simple practice, is you breathe in, and as you breathe in, you follow the breath up through the nose, down into the pit of the stomach. That means that you take a deeper and better breath. So you're breathing it in all the way to the base, into the pit of the stomach, to a point, if you imagine it, a couple of inches behind your belly button. So you're breathing in, and then you're breathing out. And you follow that breath all the way in, just to picture it, imagine it going down, and imagine it going out. And after a few of those, what we're going to do is imagine that as you're breathing in, just imagine energy, whether you see it as light, as electricity, some people see it as a waterfall trickling down through them, which is a lovely image. However you want to imagine, you might sense it, just get a feeling, or just know that that energy is flowing down into you. And it's coming from all over, all the deepest depths of the universe, flowing down into you. And that's going to be our practice for this week. Do this at least once a day. 5 minutes is all we're going to be doing. However, if you can repeat it, maybe do it first thing in the morning, do it in the evening as well. Wonderful. The more you do it, the better you're going to get from it. So let's begin. Have a fidget, have a stretch, get comfortable. And we always begin by taking 3 deep breaths. So breathing in, hold it a moment, notice the stillness in the pause, and then breathe out. Breathing in, hold it a moment, notice that stillness in the pause, and then breathe out. Breathing in again. Hold your breath, and if you've not done so already, just close your eyes this time as you breathe out now, and just relax. And just begin to follow your breath. As you breathe in, following the breath up through the nostrils, and imagine it following it down, all the way down, as though you're breathing into that point beneath and behind the belly button. So your stomach's expanding as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, contracting the belly, the air following it, picturing it, imagining it just coming all the way back out. Pausing before breathing back in. Belly expands, and then as you breathe out, bring the belly in, follow the air back out. If your mind drifts, just bring yourself back to the task in hand. You'll discover with each breath that you can do this. Rather than focusing on the whole period of time, just focus on the fact that I'm going to focus on this breath only. As As you breathe out, you focus on that out breath. Continue for a little while longer. And now just begin to imagine, however you do that, that with every in-breath you're drawing energy all the way down and into that point. Imagine it storing up like a battery behind the navel, a couple of inches behind the navel, just breathing that energy in. And continue. And just bringing your awareness back out from that energy, letting the imagined energy flow, just letting go of that, just returning to your natural breath. And as you return to your natural breath, just returning, being more aware of your time, your place here and now in the room where you're listening to this. Have a stretch, have a fidget, wiggle your toes, come back into your body, and when you're ready to go forward with a sense of being charged and energized for the day, then you can open your eyes, stretch, feel good, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.